Yo, yo, yo. Hello. Hello. What's going on? Can you guys hear me? Is this thing working? What's up, YouTube? It is Wednesday. I missed last Wednesday, but it's Wednesday. I'm here nonetheless. What's going on, everybody? Today, we are working on a rainbow sherbet drink. What is going on? What's up, everybody? What's up? What is up? Arm wrestling community fan followers, most likely that's who watches this. What's going on, guys? GB19, Alex McDonald, Mark ADX Writer, Glenn, yo, what's cracking? What's up, everybody? On your way in, if you guys hit the thumbs up button, I would appreciate it. Hit some likes on the stream, please. Helps this thing get out there, get noticed and all the things like that. Joe Nelson, what up, man? Wing Zero, yo. GB19 says Brian Shaw should be offered a super match at the end of the year. Question mark? At the end of this year? I mean, he's already being offered a bunch of super matches. Everybody already wants to arm wrestle Brian. So, Johnny Dang, sup, Cap? What's going on? One of my teammates in here, Johnny Dang himself. What's going on? DF, there he is. Yo. Jordan Davis, Big Derek, let's go. I hope you're well, mate. Yeah, man. Everything's good. Everything's going smoothly. Daughter just left. I dropped off at her mom's house. We were hanging out. She got her eyebrows done. We went to we did laser tag yesterday. I don't remember laser tag being so physically demanding. I was like out of breath and sweaty. Laser tag. I know we did VR. There's like a place where you pay money to do VR, and he's like booths. It was weird, but that was fun. It's just it wasn't meant for my size, so my head was hitting the ceiling thing. It was all bad. Phil and Drill, let's go. Finally live stream. Wing Zero. I got my eyebrows done too. Hey, attaboy. Looking sharp, I'm sure. Mark AXR says, read your butt off with that. Yeah, and I was into it, obviously. Obviously, I can't lose to my daughter in any of these games. So, and then we played, air hockey? I played air hockey, and dude, she almost beat me. I ended up winning 7-6 and won by 1 point. It was close. Are you pulling for real this time, Brian, for us to see? So, okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna get into the Brian thing. I'm gonna talk about what's the plan and all these things. Let's get some more people in here so I don't have to repeat myself a bunch. Let's wait till we get about 50 people in here, and I'll really start covering it because I don't want to keep going back over and over again over it. Joe Nell says, dude, laser tag with the kids is so much fun. Yeah. David Simpson, anyone see Backyard of Arm Wrestling's latest video? Hilarious, man. I have not seen it. What's it about, David? Reflex says, what's up, you handsome fella? Stay safe out there. Currently dealing with the flu right now. I feel you, man. I feel you. Everybody should stay safe. It's like 101 degrees outside. I was driving just now. Just got home. So it's hot out here in Southern California. Got the AC going. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Sorry if it's too loud, but I'm not going to just melt for you guys. It's not happening, all right? I got to stay a little bit cool. Roy Baker. Yo, what's up, Roy? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. So, you guys, okay, what else we have going on? We have East vs. West. Chance Shaw just posted he landed in Istanbul. So that means East vs. West is this coming weekend, right? I should probably, you know what? Let's do that real quick. Let's run over East vs. West predictions real fast while we're here. Let me bring up East vs. West arm wrestling. Where is it? Does it have a match lineup? Oh, no. I'm trying to find a match lineup. Someone messaged me one. I see the poster with all the athletes, but I don't see it breaking down match by match. That's not good. Well, damn it. Oh, here it is. I think this is it. Nope, that's the Orlando one. Come on, where's the East vs. West lineup for? Oh, here it is. Okay. I don't know if any of this has changed, but we're going to run over this real quick. Oh, first super chat of the day, Casey Jones, $2 super chat. What is more manly, doing laundry or hot dogs? You got to have clean clothes, bro. And if you're a single guy or alone, and you gotta get your clothes clean somehow. So laundry more manly. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Casey. First super chat of the day. Get you up on the board there, Casey. With the thank you, sir. Oh, what chats did I miss? Sorry, I was looking for the thing there. Iowa Free Press, Reflex, 107 heat index in East Texas. Oh my gosh. Emma Smith, my daughter. Hi. David Simpson, can Morozov hook Vitali? That's tough. When's the last person you saw hook Vitali? But if anybody could do it, it would be Morozov. So have you seen Corey Breslin lately? He's like 230 pounds right now. I haven't seen him in a while. Corey is awesome though. He's a freak. Great puller, very strong. Wing Zero says, I can send you a picture of what I look like. I look like a little kind of like Brad Pitt, not exactly like him, but there's a tiny resemblance. I've been told by some people. All right. No, I'm good. You don't send me a photo. It's all good. Super chat from Ricky Walk. Wow, Ricky Walker. Wow. $50 super chat or $4.999. Thank you, sir. The super sticker. That's an expensive super sticker. My man with the super sticker. Thank you. Thank you, my boy. I think a super chat had in a while, man. Thank you. Thank you, my boy. I appreciate that. Especially right now. And my daughter in the chat, she appreciates that because that's going towards her school. Paying for her school. Thank you, man. Thank you for that, Ricky. You're the man. Awesome. And just he just says you're amazing in the sticker. So no, you're amazing, bro. You're amazing. Thank you. Let's see. I put a smile on my face. Thank you, sir. Let's see. Phil and Drill said, sup, DF sharing a link. I'm not sure what that is. Laundry ain't doing any hot dogs. Says Reflex Joe, send it to your Discord. Wing Zero, I don't see it, but that's what I've been told. I resemble Brad Pitt. Not exactly, but to some degree. Okay. All right. Well, I got it up right here. I got on their Instagram. So hopefully this is the correct one. Everybody's saying Ricky Walker. That's right. Mystery man. Derek Bryan seems like he very much wants to press to finish. Could you teach him that top roll trust following technique where you take weight off your back foot and just fall over? We're going to get into some stuff. Yeah, we're definitely going to work on some stuff. Derek, can you do anything without being sweaty, LOL? You big as shit. What? I'm not sweaty right now. Huh? I think prime Brad Pitt still better looking than my prime. Bring Zero. What are you? No, is anybody asking questions about the Brad Pitt resemblance? Rick, wow, Ricky with another $50 super chat, super sticker. You know what? Spam in the chat. Thumbs up for Ricky. Everybody, thumbs up for Ricky, please. You guys, please show some appreciation with you. I feel like my appreciation isn't enough. Please share your appreciation as well. For Ricky, give him a thumbs up. Spam in the chat, you guys. Please, Ricky, you're the man. Thank you, sir, for the second $50 super chat. That's basically $100 in super stickers. Thank you, man. Thank you. Wow, that's wild. That is wild. I haven't seen you for a while. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's like he hasn't been here for a while, or with the stickers, and so he just wants to come in heavy. Thank you, man. Thank you. Jeff says, well, Ricky. David Tomes says, hi, Derek. What up, Tomes? What up, the wizard himself? Zero says, no. Ricky with the double down. Ronnie Millsap, that's awesome. Glots of gas money. I'm kind of weird and flexing. What? Thumbs up for Ricky. Okay. Everybody's thumbs up for Ricky. There we go. How's it going, Derek? Have your what? I can't see that last chat. Has your something raises gotten stronger so you can beat Levon? Oh, calf raises? Is that what it says? No. They're not ready yet. All right, I'm going to do kind of a speed run through here on East versus West predictions, you guys, while we still have people joining up. If you guys are on your way in, you just got here, please click the thumbs up button. We're gonna talk about the whole Brian Shaw thing. I want to get 50 people in here before we get into it, so I don't have to repeat myself. But I'm gonna do a speed run over this East versus West thing. Artem Taranenko, Tom Rozitz. Tom looked insane recently, so I think you have to go with Tom's over Artem. But Artem has been looking great lately, but Tom's looks absolutely wild. So I'll go with Tom's and 70-30. Carolina Peterson, Olga Turpilova. I don't know anything about Olga, so I'm going to go with Carolina, but just off ignorance. Adam Warzinski, Vladimir Myrov, right-handed. I'm going back with Adam. But I'm not super insanely confident, but I'm going to lean with Adam. 55-45. Demina Petrova and Ayane Takinaka. I don't know enough about Ayane, so I'm going to go with Dimitrina, just out of pure ignorance. Daniel Prokopchuk, Bojidar Semyonov, left-handed. Daniel. I got to go with Daniel. His left is insane, guys. And if Daniel becoming lighter, right? Or do they have agreed on weight class? I don't know. I got to go Daniel, though. I just think his left is absolutely nuts. Artem Tainov versus Betkili Oniani. I'm going to go, and this is left-handed, I'm going to go with Artem Tainov. I think Artem is going to be too much, be too active, too explosive. Betkili's insanely strong, and this is on the left hand where Betkili is amazing. But unless Betkili has gained size, I think Artem's too big and too explosive, and I'm a big Artem Tainov fan. So 60-40 Artem Tainov. Barbora versus Egle, right-handed. Oh, man. I'm a Barbora fan. So, but Egle said I'm going Barbora, but 60-40. I'm not super convinced. Travis Bagents versus Sergey Kalinichenko, right-handed. Oh, I guess some people might want to know my opinions on this. I didn't pull Travis right-handed at all. I only felt him left-handed. But we'll say this. If the Travis I felt, we'll assume that's the exact same level of strength he is against Sergey. Okay, same guy. Well, somehow he doesn't get any stronger. He hasn't got any stronger between then and this match, which probably isn't the case, but we'll just assume that's the case. How much of Travis's left do you guys think his right is? I'm going to ask that for the chat, you guys. What percentage? So if his left is 100%, what percentage of that is his right? In your guys' opinion. And then we'll go based off this. While you guys are typing that in, I want to say thank you to Spacey for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. It says, Wing Zero hitting on you, bro. Here's $5. Send the kid to Harvard on me. Thank you. Thank you, Spacey. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Okay, so James Clark says 90%, 50%. Travis Wright maybe 75%. Okay. I feel like 70, 75%. Travis said you guys pull right. No, we didn't pull right-handed at all, not once. Y'all forgot Travis did right-handed. Okay. So the two James Clarks say 90%. Okay, so we'll end it at 75%. We'll say Travis's right is 75% of what his left is. If we all agree on that, then I think that if that's the case, and Sergey has been on a tear lately, and Sergey has a flop, but it is Travis. I think it's going to be close due to Travis's move and things like that. I think Sergey will be the stronger arm wrestler. I think Travis's move is very hard to figure out and find an answer for. I think it's, man, I'm torn on it, guys. I really am torn on it right now. I think, damn, I really am torn. I'm like 50-50 on it. I'm 50-50 on it. I don't like not giving you guys answers, but I really am pretty stuck on this one. I'm going to say 50-50. I know it's a lame answer. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Todd Hutchings and Krasimir. Or Krasimir, sorry. Todd Hutchings. Todd Hutchings is due for a win, but I don't think it's an insane like blowout. 60-40 Todd Hutchings. Prudnik versus Irakli, Zerekashvili, right-handed. I think Prudnik has too many options. I'm going to go Prudnik 70-30. And Artem Morozov versus Vitaly Lelettin, right-handed. I'm going to go with Vitaly. I'm going to go with Vitaly on this. I don't think Morozov will be able to reel in the hook, although he's really good at it. He's not better than Machenko at it, and Machenko couldn't reel in a hook against Vitaly. I don't know. I just think Vitaly will be able to keep Morozov's wrist flat. I don't think he'll be able to reel him in there. Then again, I thought maybe he wouldn't be able to reel in Rivas either, and he did. Yeah, I'm gonna go Vitaly, and I'm 60-40 Vitaly. There we go. There's my predictions, guys. Let me catch back up in the chat real quick. Sorry if I went for too long there. Erica Hill, yo, Jens Wickstrom, what's going on? Let's see. What's up, Derek? How good does Travis look? I'm pumped to see the match. Travis felt pretty good. His move is crisp. But I know Travis will be a lot stronger in that when he reaches back to his top level. So I don't know. I don't know how fast he's leveling up. Daniel Bojidar is happening at 77 kg, I think. Okay. I think Daniel Bojidar catch weight. Eglay. Do you see Larry Wheels get slapped by the slap champion? I did see that clip. I haven't watched the whole video. DF says, ton of arm wrestling this Saturday. Arm Gods Wales this weekend also. And DF sharing the Arm Gods link. There you go. Wing Zero talking about sweating. Everybody gave their percentages. Okay. Mystery Man says it could be that his right is pretty close, but just the left-hand competition is not as high. Larry doing slap is weird. Chasing views. Is he actually getting into slap fighting or whatever, or is he just did it for that one video? Gateway Arms says, so what happens when Brian stonewalls you and completely shuts you down on the practice table? Says Gateway Arms. Then that's what happens. I don't know. Then you guys freak out. I don't freak out. Everybody else freaks out, I guess. I'm not sure. Travis won't let anybody forget anything. Joe Nelson says Travis is going to hit sideways and knock that flop to palm up. Then flop is a no-go. I think it leaves 95% honest, but that 5% can make a big difference, says Mystery Man. Robert Crane, you guys didn't practice pull. Travis, be lying. No, we did not practice pull one time. The only time me and Travis put our elbows down on an arm wrestling table was when you guys saw it on camera. That was the only time. We didn't after pull in the background, nothing. It was just our left-handed match. So I don't know why he's saying that. He'd be lying. David Simpson, Travis Wright, but 95% of his left. The issue is everyone else is right-handed. Legend of Nelda, Tears of the Incel. So did Derek save Travis really smash him right? We did not pull right-handed, not once. Not once. I think we shook hand one time right-handed. That's it when I saw him. That's we did not even grip up right-handed like with any pressure ever. We never went on an arm wrestling table right-handed. That never happened. Jock Hoban says, you taking Brad Grundy's 5K? I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. Let's see. Casey says, would Brian smash me? Grizzly Casey. I don't know. Ask me again in a week, but I'll give you a better answer. Space says, bro, I was talking about Derek's kid. He needs money to send him to school. That's true, Spacey. Thank you. Let's see. What's the plans of Brian Shaw? I hope lots of table time, says GB19 for sure. Okay, we got 56 people in here, 31 likes. You guys, thank you for the thumbs up. If you guys are on here and you have not hit the thumbs up button, please hit that. If you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe. If you guys have not checked out the AW Switch, get yourself hats, shirts, stickers, things like that, then go check that out. Moderators, please post a link in the chat. All right, let's talk about Brian Shaw. Sun Digest says, I love you, Derek. Love you too. Got to give it Derek. He's hard to troll. Think Spacey, fair. All right. Okay, all caught up in the chat. So me and Brian have been talking. I've been talking to Brian nonstop through the whole time he was hanging out with Devin and stuff. Before that, after that, I need to. I'm going to help set Brian up with a local practice. Meaning, I have found and vetted until we found a few local guys, about 5, to head over to Brian Shaw's house for a consistent weekly practice is going to be the plan. Or maybe bi-weekly, I'm not sure. But so there's local guys in Colorado that I'll be bringing over there. So the plan is I'll fly out on Monday, this coming Monday. Tickets are already bought. I fly out early Monday morning, land out there. Me and Brian I think we're going to lift on Monday. Then Tuesday we're having the practice, having everybody come over. And then I fly home Wednesday. It's a really short trip. But in terms of lifting, I got to see. I haven't had a long conversation with Brian since Devin has been over there. So I know they talked a lot, and it sounds like they came up with some game plans and some things like that in terms of what Brian wants his career to kind of look like and what he wants to pursue. So I'm going to get there and I'm going to listen a lot. I'm going to ask Brian a lot of questions about, okay, where's your head at now? What do you want your training to look like? What do you want your arm wrestling to look like? What are we aiming for and how soon are we looking? And kind of get a feel for him and what he wants to do right now. I've told Brian that I think it's a bad idea to have a million different coaches. That's something that Larry said he completely regretted doing, having a bunch of different coaches at once, because then you're getting told a lot of different things in a lot of different directions. But at the same time, if Brian wants to get in contact with anybody, obviously I'll help him out, or Devin can help him, and he can reach out to anybody and have any coach he wants in the world. It's just when he starts getting a lot of conflicting ideas on training approaches and things like that, or ways to pull, I think it's a lot. It's a lot to handle, especially when it's coming from a bunch of guys that have all proven themselves and edified themselves. So it's like it's not that they're wrong. That's the thing, is that when someone tells you to do something, he's obviously not wrong. This guy's reached a high level, and so it's hard to not do what all the guys are saying to do. So it's better to kind of just pick one, I think, and something that's simple. But at the same time, I don't want to deny Brian access to any kind of information. The plan has always been to provide Brian with all the training concepts of arm wrestling, all the ways the guys do it, and then letting him decide between those training approaches. Right? Does he want to do conjugate method like Todd Hutchings? Does he want to do all table time like John Berzink, Devin, or the Bulgarians, right? Or does he want like more of a heavy gym approach, like I do, or Live On and them, where they only arm wrestle every so often. So it's just a lot of different ways to look at training. We're going to get into, but and then on the table during the practice, we're gonna have like 5 guys or so, a couple big heavy guys that are like 300-400 pounds are going to be there, and we're going to keep Brian in the straps as much as we can. I'm not trying to kill him, but I do want him to get into it. I want Brian to arm wrestle. So this Tuesday, Brian is going to be actually arm wrestling safely, but we're going to let him run free a little bit. And I'm going to be all over him in terms of safety and things like that. But I'm definitely going to let him hit the gas and start putting in some work, right? And see, I mean, Brian hasn't done a full practice where he's actually felt tired the next day, I don't think, where he's all beat up and like, I don't even know if he's gone through the pain yet. So the plan is to give him some real table time on Tuesday. Obviously, I'll pull with him too, but I definitely do want to do a lot of, watching him from the side and correcting and things like that. And then we'll be establishing a weekly practice. So we're doing it on Tuesday, like night, but that's not when they're going to consistently do practice. We're going to have a meeting with all the guys, kind of figure out a time that works for everybody, where I think they can come over to Brian's either every week or every other week. Yeah. So that's the plan. And then I'll come back Wednesday. Maybe I can get Brian to do like a food eating challenge or something with me. That would be cool. I don't know if we're going to be filming any of it. It might not be filmed at all. This might be completely off the grid, or Brian will film. I'm not sure, guys. So I cannot promise you guys videos. I might be able to. I'll try to do behind the scenes stuff. Maybe I'll go live at night when I'm back in the hotel, things like that. Talk about the day. I'll see what Brian is comfortable with me filming or not filming. But it's at his house, and he's having me out there, so I'm definitely not going to push the envelope and sneak cameras and stuff like that. So yeah, he might not want this practice filmed at all, or he might want to use it as a chance to make a video and record the whole thing. But yeah, so we will see. All right, let's see. What's the plans of Brian Shaw? I hope lots of table time. Yes. Legend of Nelda, Jacobin. How can Derek take Grundy if Grundy beat Mask? Because that's not how arm wrestling works. Just because someone beat somebody doesn't mean that I can't beat that person. If he beats someone that beat me. It's not how that works. DS730, are you going to tell Brian to do anything different from what Devin already told him? No, I'm going to be really – this is the thing, is Devin is a purist when it comes to arm wrestling. He likes people to pursue their most natural movements and go kind of to what they want to do. Like if they naturally just come forward with the shoulder, then he's going to allow them to do that and kind of embrace it in a kind of a safe way, but your natural style, and kind of let you really fall where you naturally like to arm wrestle. He likes to arm wrestle on countertops and at parks and just in the air. Like Devin's such a naturalist with it. Like he thinks it's just such a purist. I don't know how else to word it. If you guys understand what I'm saying. So he would let Brian do kind of what Brian's just trying to do. Now I get the idea of that Brian has so much shoulder and chest that his ability to go sideways and to press, and since he's tall, to get over it would be extreme. But like Devin said to him in the video, it's also very dangerous. He said to Brian in the video that he would rather wait. He'd rather Brian not press and things like that for a year or two, really understand how to do all the other movements, and then start understanding the transition to a press and understanding how to generate force later on. Because he's going to be able to apply force immediately in a press anyway. So I think I'm going to stick to that. We're probably going to stick at practice to top rolling and hooking, more conventional basic styles, and then we'll just make little improvements on those as much as we can. Let's see. Sunday, I just said, I love you, Derek. What did you think about Machenko Morzov? Yeah, that was crazy. Okay, wait, sorry. We already read some of that. Derek versus Khalid. I haven't seen Khalid forever. Is he still arm wrestling? Brian's been doing the rights lift. Yes, he has. Mr. Pistachio, I go to your club. Do you want to pull sometime? I'm very new. Sure. Miki Miyazaki says, pound for pound strongest, getting together with pound for pound. Oh, weakest. Because that one kid called me weak, the pound for pound weakest. Have an actual match with him? No. Brian doesn't even know how to say. Why would I have an actual match with him? Make him try as hard as he can. What? No. You guys, we're not going to damage the 4-time world's strongest man, guy who's potentially transferring completely into arm wrestling, and damage him. What? Why would I even take that risk? You're crazy. Eric says, I'm pumped for you going back to Brian's gym. I think you're a better teacher than Devin. He can be too cryptic and it's knowledgeable is at a pro level. Your video with Larry, I still show guys. Oh, thanks, man. Legend of Nelda, have Brian do the Devin lift. We should try that. One thing for sure, Brian is dedicated to arm wrestling now. Diaz says, it's simple to get stronger on Cup Riser, Supination, Pronation, and do table time. We're in the good timeline, boys. Says Spacey, the hater said Brian would never commit. A Gateway Arm says, I can't wait to hear where you roughly guess where Brian fits in the rankings in NA after he pulls. Yeah, so last time I was out there, like we were getting positions and then Brian would gas up for a second and then we'd stop. Or like I put him in very specific like scenarios and tell him to gas up. Like, all right, really hit that bicep right now. And like I'd have him, and there's a good amount there. But he hasn't trained isolated biceps and stuff like that in a long time. So this is new pressures for him. So it's hard to be like, oh, he would be top 10 there or whatever it is, like he still has to learn experience, where he goes, how to deal with the referee, the rules. What if he goes slow? What if he's not, there's a lot of things that might take time, a little bit of time for him to get to a higher level. Let's see. Eric says, getting Brian fluidity on the table is smooth and not rigid. I agree. Jens Wickstrom says, y'all going to make some new YouTube videos or just strictly training, you think? Yeah, like I said, I don't know what Brian's going to want to do. We haven't even mentioned the word camera or videos at all. Literally just come out there to practice. So, and Brian is very big on keeping his training secretive. So like a lot of he told me when the first time I went out there that a lot of the videos you saw of him training strongman were like 6 months old. He would wait 6 months to release the videos of him training just because he didn't want his competitors and stuff to know where he's currently at. So there's a good chance he'll be taking the same approach to arm wrestling. Now, I don't know if because he's not training right now and if they're looking for content, they're like, dude, screw it. Let's just put this video out there. People are going to want to see it. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll have a long talk with them about videos, about arm wrestling videos, about how it's perceived, things like that. If people want to see, this is going to sound super cheesy. And I never edited this way, but a lot of people do. Maybe Brian just puts out pins he gets at practice, which is so horrible. But here's a scenario, right? He has a reputation, right? And you guys are more hardcore arm wrestling fans or arm wrestlers yourselves. So you understand that practice doesn't mean crap. You guys understand that Brian is new and that him losing at practice, obviously that might happen. He's trying to figure out things and learn how to arm wrestle. He might be tired. There might be the 7th guy in a row, and this is a video where he loses. We understand that. Hopefully you guys understand that. But the general public that watches Brian's channel will not. If Brian at any point gets his arm pinned, it doesn't matter if it's practice, it doesn't matter if it's a 400th guy in a row, they will start hating. They will start saying Brian has no future in this. They will think Brian is dumb for pursuing arm wrestling. They will stop watching the videos. So he does have, even if it sounds that dumb, and it is that dumb, he does have a reputation to protect. So I'll let him know, like, okay, if you want to be real, it's like, if they want to see you, everybody's dying to see you arm wrestle, but you don't want to put out a practice video because maybe he gets pinned at practice and things like that, which would be normal. Maybe just put out stuff of you pinning guys at practice. I hate it when people do that. I hate it so much. But, it's either they get no content or they get edited content maybe. I don't know. I'm just, if we talk about it, this is what's popping in my mind. I'm not sure. Let's see. Brian knows how to get strong and needs to learn arm wrestling. I agree. Is there a chance Brian beats Derek today? Well, no, he's in Florida. I'm in California. Andy Beckett, hello, Derek in chat. What up, Andy? If you can beat Grundy, for sure, take his 5K. That's good money. Go get that 5K, Len. That's freaking awesome. Devin's just too theoretical and all over the place, especially with new people, makes things way complicated and not clear enough. Todd or Krasimir, I predicted Todd, but I think it's close. Eric Cahill says, Miki, I agree. Oh, about Devin. Got you. Diaz, are you going to let him keep getting opened up in practice or make sure he's either holding or winning so he doesn't get too much damage? Yeah, we're going to prioritize tightness is strong. Tightness is safe and smart for sure. I'm going to be embracing Brian to keep that basically face damn near connected to his hand. That tightness is everything. I'll probably have James. James is Brian's cameraman guy, manager, buddy. I don't know his exact title. I'll probably have them make a video of me going over my drilling that I do with my team. So that way James can go over the drilling with Brian when it's just them two at their house. Right now, Brian's a little bit older. He's very strong. He's at very high risk of injuring himself. I think table time, it's kind of a catch-22, right? He needs a lot of table time to learn how to arm wrestle and do these things. A lot of table time is going to really damage him and tear him down, and it'll take away his ability to lift and do a lot of things like that. So he needs to have kind of a lot of light table time would be optimal for Brian right now. Light, so on the table, understanding techniques and things like that, but not full bore, all out. He doesn't need a lot of that right now. It's kind of a middle thing. So I want to be able to teach James, his buddy that's with him like every day, how to use two hands on Brian and get Brian through the motions and walk him through drills. I want to get James have the ability to do that, and then Brian have regular practice every so often, maybe every week or every other week. I'm not sure right now. Yeah, let's see. Devin gave him all the info he could in a short time, so Brian can review the footage later when he gets to that point. Let's see. Todd Colazo, there he is. Trip War, what's going on? Todd says, "What's up, Derek? Out with the wife, having dinner. Got to get those brownie points." That's right. Tell the wife I said hello. Elijah, tell him I said what's up, and hope you're doing well, man. Basstown says, "You're much better match size-wise for Brian." Todd or Machushenko? Todd Hutchings or Ivan Machushenko? Ivan's too big. He's too big. Ivan is way bigger than people think. He's like 6'5", maybe 6'6". He's a big dude. He doesn't look. He's very proportionate. When you see him walking around, like in video, he doesn't look like he'd be massive. When you stand next to him, Ivan Machushenko is a very big dude. And yeah, I think Lomachenko will be the clear favorite against Todd Hutchings. You and Brian should do a training camp together like Rocky and Apollo. I would love that. I want to keep things realistic. I live in California. He's in Colorado. I can't be there every week, right? I told Brian the days that I'm off. I don't work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I told him besides I have this on Wednesdays, but I told him like those I'm free, dude. If you ever want to just book me a ticket, I will be there, Brian. You don't need to pay me. You take care of my flight and hotel and things like that. Obviously, I'll be there 100%. That's it. Just buy me a ticket and I'm there. I can't afford to keep buying tickets, but if you want to put me up and get me out there, I will be there 1,000,000% to work with you hands on. Other than that, I'll probably try to set up something with Brian where we live stream practices with him. So that way I can be on a camera right there watching. I'll have someone set up a tripod and a camera and I'll be watching Brian's table time. I'll try to do that so I can stay as involved as possible on Brian's growth and him making adjustments. I just don't want him to learn incorrectly. I do like the guys that I'm having go over there. I know they have a lot of experience amongst them, so hopefully I'm putting them in good hands. But this is something very big for arm wrestling. Brian embracing the sport, getting the sport, committing to the sport is big for our sport in terms of bringing eyes to the game. Everybody trying to see how the 4-time world strongest man is now as an arm wrestler. This is a really big deal. So I think that, and I explained that to the Colorado guys that are going over there, that this is a big deal that for us in the sport, we're doing, this is us helping out the sport and helping out Brian. Obviously, I have a ton of respect for Brian, but this is us helping our sport as much as we can. Let's see. Jen says, James and Brian could play around in center and hand. Yeah. Casey Beavers says, Prime Jumpers Inc. left versus Alajon. Who wins? Alajon, I think. I think. DI730 says, if Brian's able to do anything higher than 120 pounds on a riser, that puts him in a very top. Let him know that. I will. Wing Zero says, you ignore my post. If the post on to do with exactly what we're talking about, Wing, then I'm skipping over. Space says, time to tell the family they're moving to Colorado. I think he meant Michael. Oh, Michael Todd versus Ivan Lomachenko? Is that a match? I didn't hear about that. Is that set? I'm not sure. Man, Derek, you should have been there with Devin. That would have been fun. But no, it's good, for him to. Well, you guys saw when Brian came in on the show that one day, and I was like, hey, like, how was it? Because I think Devin just left like that day or a day before that when Brian came in on my show. And I was like, how is it, Devin? He goes, he's interesting. Or he said something like that. But I was laughing because like there's Devin that you guys see on camera. Then there's Devin that like you are in person with even when he's filming. And then there's Devin in person with no cameras and like one-on-one. And he's just he's a goofball. He is the most ADD'd out guy ever in the world. Ever. I don't think the cameras don't do Devin justice how bad his ADD is. It's astounding. I think I told you guys the story before where it's like mid-conversation, one-on-one conversation. I'm looking him in his eyes. He'll just turn away and literally just walk away. And I'm like, yo. And he'd be like, oh, my bad. And he'll like snap back. His ADD is the worst I've ever seen in another person like in front of me. It's wild. And I love him to death, but he's definitely he's something to behold. And like you think about like, his background and who he is and what he's done, what he's accomplished. Like it's crazy. The dude is special. Special for sure. Like in a good way. I'm not saying special in a bad way. Let's see. Wing Zero, man, Derek, you should have been there with Devin. Would you think it'd be worth it to have Brian come to your practice? Yeah, I'd love Brian to come to my practice. For sure. He would be. Maybe that's something in the future when he feels confident, he understands the pacing of practice, how to defend himself, how to stay safe. I don't need to worry. He doesn't need someone at the point where he doesn't need someone right next to him, monitoring everything he's doing. Then yes. I just don't. My practice is very big. Right now we have 9 tables. It'll be, especially if Brian shows up, it'll be over 100 arm wrestlers there, and they'll all be wanting to get a piece of him, and it'll just be a very chaotic day. So he needs to be able to handle himself when there's nobody coaching around and there's people trying to kill him on the table. You know what I mean? So However long it takes for us to be in that situation, yeah. But of course, I'll invite Brian to my practice, and I will announce it if he comes out there, if he wants me to. Sometimes the guys don't want me to announce it. They just want to show up at practice and practice with the guys that are already there. So, because if I announce it, everybody in Southern California will show up. I know Larry did that a few times. I think Devin might have done that once, where there's like, no, just whoever's there, your normal practice, I'll pull with them. And that's still 25 guys, 25 to 30 guys on a normal Sunday. So, but yeah, I'd love to have him. I will definitely invite him. Derek convinced Brian to come to North versus South. It's just he's been invited to stuff that's 20 minutes away from his house and he hasn't gone to yet. I think he wants to get the ball moving in arm wrestling first before he starts making commitments to go to events, even just to hang out and watch. Murtaugh versus Morozov. Who you got? Morozov. Does Travis win Saturday? I said I don't know. I really don't. I was really torn. Was an elite number for cupping and then holding your opinion on a single handle from a pulley? I don't know, man. You guys are asking me these crazy questions I don't know the answer to. I don't do that. Dude, somebody in the chat, I guarantee, goes over all the numbers, the top numbers for all the guys with cupping. I don't know. Someone answer that. I guarantee there's someone in this chat that knows the answer to that question better than I do. I guarantee. Yeah. Rob K says, hi from Toronto. Who do you feel is the top Canadian outside of Devin and Matt? Ooh. Top Canadian outside of Devin and Matt. I'm a big BLM fan. Then there's Pork Chop, Rick Heidelbrecht. The Grippler said he's training again. And probably one of those guys, I'm guessing, and I could be completely ignorant. There could be some badass I can't think of that's on his way up right now that has been destroying everybody, and I didn't say his name. But I feel like, and from my ignorant Southern California perspective, I think it might be one of those four. Baztown says, when Brian went live a few days ago, he was shocked by how many questions were about his arm wrestling. He seemed really pleased about it. Ooh. Do you think all those athletes will be able to get a visa for East or West 14? Hopefully. I used to know people who lived in Colorado, the Canadians who lived there. I met them when they moved back to Canada. The father was working for Colorado Rockies, think administrative role office. Right. K Squared, let's go. What up? Would Khaled be a good teacher for Brian? No. The powerlifting leprechaun, Wing Zero. Okay. Mickey says, dude, Devin still does interviews with his phone for 45 minutes and forgets to push the record button. Yeah, he does. Ramsey says, yo, Derek, who do you think would win, Don Underwood or Jerry Cataract? Oh, you got to say Jerry. I know Don's on his way back, though. Don Underwood's been looking good lately. But you just have to give it to Jerry, I think. I think Don will have a lot of elbow trouble off the back. I think Jerry will be pushing, and I think over time Jerry will wear him down and go to straps, and it'll wear down Don. So I'd have to put my money on Jerry, but Don is looking fantastic lately. Let's see. Hailing from Colorado myself, it's pretty GG. Used to be much better, though, back in 2010. Oh. GFJ1 says, since the only one who has legitimate shot of beating Big Daddy Blue Bowen is Levon, if his wrist heals, you think Levon and Brian Shaw should practice pool? You know what? It wouldn't be. Here's the thing, is that there's going to be a lot of guys. Maybe I should use the word a lot loosely. There's going to be a set of guys on the earth that can still brick wall Brian Shaw today. Morozov, Ravaz, Alice Kardeccia, Hermes, all these guys on day one, with Brian getting into it right now, are going to be a brick wall, right? Not to mention the guys in the States that probably could. Dave Chafee. I don't know how much Devin was really trying with him, but Devin's pretty light right now. But there's going to be Corey West would probably brick wall Brian Shaw right now. Talking about Brian not having no experience. So him practicing with Levon right now, in terms of him trying to get a feel for where Levon's at, he wouldn't be able to feel where Levon's at yet. So there's a saying in arm wrestling, I've been saying it forever, a wall is a wall is a wall. You can't tell the difference between the walls when they're a wall, right? When it's rock solid. So when I started, there was a guy that beat me my very first practice. There was this one guy that was a brick wall to me. And I was like, it's impossible. This guy's arm is like concrete. It is impossible to move. Oh, my God. And he would get held by a guy who would get held by a guy who would get held by a guy who would get held by, all the way up the ladder, like 10 levels away until you get to Levon or whatever it is. So practicing with Levon right now is just going to be Levon doing whatever he wants to Brian, the end. And that's not going to give Brian an idea of how far away he is from Levon. He'll just know that Levon's just too strong for him, right? So I would encourage more Brian to do steps, right? Get an idea of where he's at, and then a small step forward, until eventually he can kind of feel Levon, and there's few guys that can brick wall him in every area. You know what I mean? I don't think he would get a ton out of practicing with Levon right now. Levon doesn't speak. Well, Levon just speaks clear enough English. But I don't know if he's going to teach him anything that's going to be mind-blowing. I'm not sure. It would be the benefit would be more him, seeing where Levon's at, seeing how he matches up, seeing how much work he needs to put in, things like that. But I don't think he would even get that yet out of practicing with Levon. Not yet. Just my thoughts. U.S. Celebrity. Let's see. Jen says, what's the size and strength levels on the guys going to Brian's for table practice? These are a couple of the top guys in Colorado. So I think I have 2 super heavyweights and 3 guys a little bit smaller, but the 3 guys that are smaller are all national champions, I believe. All have a national championship under their belt. And then the 2 big guys are like the 2 top super heavyweights in Colorado. So it should be good. Plus me. Should be enough. Let's see. Brian will be the great American hope to defeat the East. Tojira Godzilla says, have you ever been in a movie? I know Brian Shaw has been in a movie. No, I was in 2 TV shows, though. I was on an episode of True Blood, and I was in an episode of Crossing Jordan. I was an extra in the background. I was a firefighter in the background. Legend of Nelda says, Brian versus Bowen 2025. Book it. Brian wins, of course. Mark my words, Bowen will weasel his way in. Efren Sanchez says, Renov versus Muratov. Who do you got? Oh, my gosh. Right or left, Efren? Devin is my spiritual guru. Ben Carrington says, Derek, I still think you're the perfect person to help Brian get comfortable on the table. Don't let him hurt himself. LOL. I will not. I will do my very best to keep Brian safe. I feel like I really want to sit, have dinner with Brian, or just chill, me and him over an arm wrestling table and just talk for a while and just let me just run my mouth. And he can record it all so he can go back to watch it and just explaining arm wrestling and dynamics and movements and the leverages and why this works and how this works and what's the best pursuit of this and that. And yeah, I don't know. I have a lot to say, and it sucks I only get like a day or 2 to say it all. Because I get that. This is what keeps happening, you guys. I keep getting these chances with these really famous guys, with like Larry and Brian, and I teach them. You guys we make the videos of me teaching them like the day 1 stuff, and because they have to learn the day 1 stuff, it's day 1, right? But and then it looks like all I can teach is the basics. And that's not true. They can teach way more than that. We make a video of the basics, which takes like an hour, and then I just have to leave. So, damn it, I can teach way more than that. So I'm excited to get into the smaller stuff or the more detailed stuff. Let's see. Legend of Nelda says, I think the weight regimen of the Georgians would be amazing for Brian. Just eat McDonald's all day. Levon, to Brian's enemy, no way they should practice. Oh, is Brian's enemy, no way they should practice together. Left. Zaranov Muratov. I think you guys say Muratov, left-handed. Good mix of polars. Thank you, Jens. DF says, TV show reminds me, do the review video, Derek. Oh, yeah. I told you guys, it's all DF's fault. Everybody, it's all DF's fault. No, it's my fault. I've been lazy. I have the whole documentary, guys. I need to upload it. Oh my God. I keep forgetting. Every day I forget. I just need to, I don't have OBS on my computer, so I need to download OBS. DF sent me the link. It's my fault. I need to download OBS to do a breakdown video of the documentary, and I'll upload the whole documentary. There's the whole documentary on my computer. I need to upload that on YouTube. Sorry, guys. I need to do that soon. So you guys should check that out. It's a 20-minute documentary. I'll do a breakdown of it, so maybe like 25 minutes after I'm done with it. But yeah, it was on Spectrum News, guys. So up to 32 million people could have seen it. I don't know how many did see it, but 32 million people have the service and had the potential to see it. GB19, can you have a full-on super match left-handed, you versus Brian? No. GFJ says, one, is pancakes a sensitive subject among arm wrestling clubs in America, or does people talk openly about that stuff? Like in person at practice and stuff, they talk pretty openly about it. I almost was in Huggies diapers commercial when I was a baby. Huggies rep went with a different baby, but I was close, says Wing Zero. Attaboy. Reflex says, you think Reichard has a chance against the top 15? Not sure if Lachlan is just wore out, but he sure does topple him out of the strap wild. I haven't watched the video, but I saw the thumbnail for it. I need to watch that. Reichard looks really good, though, in the other videos I've seen. I'm definitely watching him closely. Siren 111 says, is it possible for someone like Brian to catch up to elite heavyweight pullers that have a half decade of training and strengthening tendons and ligaments specific to arm wrestling? Yes. You also got to think, so the only thing working against Brian is his age, right? It's not like he's insanely old. He's 42, right? He's 4 years older than me. And he's going to have minimal, if not any, arm wrestling related injuries, right? Has he torn anything that we use that's really important for us? I'm not sure. But he's going to have he's going to do he has the hot cold treatment. He'll get his muscles worked on. He has all these types of machines and things for scraping and cupping. So he'll be eating optimally. Everything will be optimal. He will be taking the best coaching advice and nutrition advice. Everything is the peak. So he will be growing faster than almost anybody can grow, right? And I haven't talked to Brian about any of this. I have no idea if he takes stuff or what he takes. I have no idea. If hypothetically he was taking stuff, though, he's probably taking the best stuff. I mean, he's healing the fastest. Everything is going to be tip-top, absolute, optimal. And so you got to think like that. Like, if there's anybody that's going to grow fast and he already has everything in place, it's just going to be putting the small stuff together. It's going to be putting the very specific bicep tendon and elbow connection and wrist connections and pronation and very arm wrestling specific stuff together. But those are smaller muscles and stuff. So I think as fast as anybody can get stronger and optimal at arm wrestling, it will be Brian Shaw. So he has everything he needs to set the record for a fastest growing arm wrestler to get strong at arm wrestling, to reach a high level. He has everything he needs, I think. So I'm excited to see how fast he grows. Derek vs. Grundy wins, says Winston Sam. How is that? Why is that becoming a thing? Have you closed for COC yet? No, not at all. That thing barely moves. I get it no. Just uploaded. The worst that could happen is get a single strike. You can get 3 in 90 days. Captain Obvious is Wing Zero. I was the baby that got the Huggies job. That's good. GB19, does Morzov versus Vitali winner deserve a match with Levon? You mean, does Levon deserve a match with? Oh, right-handed. I was like, oh, when I see Morzov, I'm thinking left-handed. Sure. Yeah, I want to see Morzov pull Levon. Well, we haven't seen that one yet. Will Brian Shaw film this crap going down next week? It's cool to see such a great human being as Brian in arm wrestling. I kind of mentioned that a few times. Not sure. He hasn't mentioned the word camera or filming. If he wants to film it, it's at his house on his property, his thing. Go for it. If he doesn't want to film it, then by all means, no. It's up to him, man. But he hasn't told me anything about filming. Wasn't Uncle Todd like 42 when he started, says Spacey? Yes, and I believe Tim Bresnan was even older. Tojera Godzilla says, if Brian Shaw and Braun Strowman meet each other on Raw, they team up or complete to see who's the strongest? Okay. Reflex says, I think Brian training with Levon is just perspective of how high the ceiling is, but only up to Brian's strength level. That's what I'm saying. So if Levon brick walls him, it's not going to tell him how strong Levon is. It'll just show Brian he's just too strong. That's all it shows. Believe me, it's happened to me enough times, and I know the feeling. A lot of parents auditioned their baby. Oh my gosh. Do a joke video teaching Brian the King's move. Watch an internet freak out. Hey, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. that would be a funny skit. Oh, I'd probably get a lot of hate for it, but that'd be pretty funny. Worth it? Would it be worth it? All right, if you guys all promise not to unsubscribe, maybe I'll have to do that. Will we see you in Dubai soon at Kinky Table? Huh? No, I'm not at a Kinky Table. GB19 says, have you felt Brian Shaw full power on table yet? If not, will you do this time? Yeah. Well, no, I didn't feel his full power from a ready go. I either had him just contain and I tried to go, or I put him on his bicep and then I told him to tighten up his bicep. Like, it wasn't from a ready go, like him trying to be offensive. So no, I felt his power in very specific angles. Yeah. And then on this one, yeah, I mean, he can pull with me or any of the other guys. I don't mind. I'm here to help Brian, to teach Brian. That's the most important thing, and to help him move forward. Yeah, I know everybody wants to see everybody go full out with him to kind of see where he's at, see how excited they should be about him. But that's not what I'm there for, personally. DF says, I'm surprised Devin didn't teach you. Now get your shoulders below the table. Just have him below. And then have him start talking crap. Now say, yeah, big boy or something. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. That would be pretty funny. Power is subjective, in my opinion, says Reflex. He might be super weak in a top rope position, but is super freak in a press. Derek, unban me from sub, please, says Xenocidal. I don't know which sub. What are you talking about? Mystery Man says, have the Engen video of him doing the desperation move while playing chess in the background as training video for the King's move video. Oh, interesting. The thing is, like, that video has to go on my channel because I think if Brian puts that video out on his channel, people won't really understand what's going on. Remember, it's not all arm wrestling fans on Brian's channel, right? Those are strongman fans for the most part. So they'd be like, "What? I don't get it." They wouldn't get it. But if it went out on my channel, I think, it'd be you guys, the people that get the joke more. Yeah. All right, guys. Anything else? Huh? You guys got any other questions, comments, concerns? I'll try to. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I'm better at posting updates on Instagram, like stories and things, like what I'm doing. So follow me on Instagram. It's just AW Derek, same thing. Follow me on Instagram if you guys haven't already. And I'll probably post my story, like going to the airport, showing up Brian. And Brian, I think Brian said he's picking me up in his own car. I'm still such a fan. The thing is, he's my friend. Brian's my friend, and he treats me like he's my friend because he is. But like, I'm still such a fan of his that it's so funny to me. So I've been watching his videos for years. I have so much respect for Brian. And we went out and got lunch when he was out here last time, and I was like, "So, why'd you hit me up? Like, what are we doing here? Why'd you hit me up? Like, is it something you need something, or like what's going on?" He goes, "Because you're my friend." And I was like, "Oh, hey, Brian." I don't know, man. It's just crazy when someone you have that much respect for is now your buddy, Let's see. Brian Shaw versus Derek at Kinky Table would be crazy. What? DF sharing the Instagram. Thank you, DF. I appreciate you. Siren says, where would you rank bone structure in the most important list for arm wrestlers? I think this is the reason why Levon is so superior. Well, your bones and your joints can get a lot denser depending on if you take a lot of growth hormones. So there's ways to kind of influence that. But yeah, I mean, if you're a bigger guy and you have bigger bone structures, then it'll contribute to muscle mass. Your body will naturally want to put on more muscle to support your structure and your frame and things like that. Yeah, so I don't, in terms of, I mean, yeah, it's up there. It's up there. I'm not exactly sure where. I'd have to say I really want to sit and think about that and give an educated opinion, because I want to think about muscle fibers, fast twitch, slow twitch. I'd want to think about like metabolisms. I'd want to think about if maybe being smarter and being able to arm wrestle at a higher with a higher IQ level. I don't know. I'd really want to give a more educated answer on that. But it's definitely up there. Mr. Brian Shaw, Derek, every time he talks, hello, sir, Mr. Brian Shaw, Derek, every time he talks to Brian. What if you get to put in an arm wrestling video game? What if you get to put in an arm wrestling video game? They'd probably put my stats super low so I lose everybody. And I couldn't really blame them. I've been losing a lot lately. So, is that the new tricked out 7-liter diesel? I thought you were from Texas. I flew with you last year home to DFW from Shaw Classic. Okay. No, I think I had a layover. No, I'm Southern California. Lohan Topperl says, you actually did very well in the grip challenge with Brian Shaw. I saw some strongmen failing the same weight that you lifted. Hey, yeah, I did okay. Devin made us all look like crap, you guys. You know what? Everybody's send some hate mail to Devin for making us all he doesn't stand for us with grip. All right. We need to get Vitali or someone out there and they can do grip. Devin made us all look bad to the strongman community. Damn it, Devin, with your weak ass grip. I knew right when I heard Devin was doing a grip challenge with Brian, I was like, oh no. Yeah, honestly, of the top 30 arm wrestlers, Devin might have the weakest grip. Somebody check that. I don't know if Michael Todd trains his grip either. Okay. I can't remember if Mike doesn't train his grip, but Devin is definitely top 2 weakest grip out of the top 30 arm wrestlers in the world. For sure. I feel very confident in saying that. Somebody double check. There's been a lot of videos of people testing grip, but for sure. Like, of all people to use for a grip video, Devin is the worst idea. Blake Gimmick says, Siren, yeah, maybe after blasting more GH than anyone else on Earth daily for years on end. DF says, Champ did me a cry with the grip video. Who's the best arm wrestler under 6 foot? Under 6 foot. No, Todd Hutchings is over 6 foot, huh? Sasha? I'd really think about that. Who's shorter? Big. Oh, maybe what's his name? Sagnashvili? Oh my god, brain fart. Bacho? Does Bacho beat? No. Under 6 foot. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I'd have to. Once again, that's a big question I have to think about. Let's see. I can believe that. I don't think Brian's endurance would be a problem. Devin is low key weak AF, says John Boy. Not where he needs. He's not weak in the areas that he needs to be strong. Derek is a SoCal boy. He grew up surfing ATV in desert and rock climbing El Capitan. Whoa! I've never surfed. I grew up riding dirt bikes, not ATVs, and I've never rock climbed ever in my life. But I am born and raised in Southern California. Do you think Devin just sandbags on the grip challenges? No, because he's at my house and I asked him to pick up a sledgehammer and he couldn't. So, nah, his grip sucks. Do you think Jerry's grip is strong? I don't know. I've never really seen Jerry try to grip things. I'm not sure. Uncle Todd is over 6 feet. Yeah, Todd Hutchings, he's taller than you think. He's not tall, but he's taller than you think he's going to be. Aljon is best under 6 foot arm wrestler, at least left-handed. Is he under 6 foot? Wow. Anyway, grip doesn't matter for arm wrestling, right? No, there are situations where it can matter somewhat. It's not a very important thing on the list of important things. It's a little bit down there, but it's on there. There are situations where having a strong grip can be a big player. Who do you think will be the champion of each division in 3 years? Whoa, dude, come on. Sean, you're asking me the deepest. We'll be here for another 2 hours trying to answer that. Bacha just lost to Reno, but Reno's tall. Todd is 5'10", 5'11". Is he? Okay. Todd 5'11". Oh, all right. Well, then I have to say Todd Hutchins probably, right? I thought Todd was maybe 6 foot, something like that, but I didn't. 6 foot 6'1". But if he's 5'11", then there you go. Are you sure he's not 5'12"? He maybe 5'13". Coach Ray is the best arm wrestler under 5 feet. Under 5 feet. Someone clip that. DF, someone clip that exact interaction right there, and we'll send that to Ray. Someone send that to Ray. My little buddy. Hey, you guys saw the video we posted on Reddit where he's jumping on my shoulders? He's like, you don't say that. And someone picks him up. He's like, pick me up. He said, you guys don't say that. Oh, man. I miss Ray. That's my boy, man. I don't know when I'm going to see him again, but that's my boy. Syrian says, I may be wrong, but I would think larger bone equals larger tendons too. How can you beat that when all the bases are covered as well, like in Levante's? Yeah, makes sense. Like I said, it's very important. I just don't want to rush that answer. Coach Ray versus Paul Italia. Ray would destroy Paul Italia. Who is the best / strongest 95 kg puller? I'm not sure, man. Off the top of my head, I would just look up the weight class and see. Not sure. Get Cobra, show Shaw the exploding hand technique. Oh my God, Brian would literally rip people's fingers off if he chalked up and gripped as tight as he can. Hey, part of me, okay, check this out. Someone write down the date and time of me saying this. Part of me has wondered, Mega Mike, my teammate, my fantastic teammate, just beat Wayne Withers he gripped like this. Like he didn't get coverage on the back of Wayne's hand. He literally gripped his thumb like this as tight as he could with his thumb around and chalked up and held onto Wayne's thumb. Wayne tried to slip and he just held onto his thumb and pulled his arm down over and over. Did it 3 times in a row. Beat Wayne 3-0, right? What if Brian Shaw, bigger, stronger, and way stronger grip than Mega Mike? What if that was his thing? What if he just chalked up and made that as tight as he could and nobody could run from him? It was impossible to run. Could he actually make a career off that? Because there's been times like Dave Chafee tried to run from Levon and he couldn't. He lost the whole match trying to run from Levon, right? You guys remember that? So like, what if someone really makes that like a part of their, like, you don't get away from shit, you know? Like, I don't know. I think I'm going to teach that to Brian. I'm going to teach that that thumb clamping, the basically exploding hand technique, and see. I mean, I know because a lot of people are excited about his grip. I'll show it to him, guys. I'll show him how to do that and how to lock on someone's thumb. I wonder. But what if that's it? What if he goes down as like, just you couldn't run from him? There was no straps. Because nowadays with Devin, everybody promotes all straps. What if you just couldn't get away from Brian? Although I'm probably going to have Brian in the straps most of this practice, to be honest. That was one of the things that Devin mentioned to me. He's like, keep him in the straps as much as you can, get him used to the straps, which is true. You can get to the straps whenever you want. So, yeah. Brian versus Vitaly on grip. I believe it. I think Vitaly might have the dynamometer thing. I think Vitaly is one of the highest scores. But I think if Vitaly went to like Brian's gym and tried to lift up all the blobs and things like that, I think Brian would outperform Vitaly overall. I think so. But Vitaly is very strong grip. Clips sent to disc DM. Sorry, guys. Talking to each other. We've just discovered the strategy to make Brian Shaw world champ. I take full credit as DF. There you go. Mario says, Winton, he's not. You have to be thinking about the wrong guy. What are you guys talking about? The Lohan top roll says, how do you beat a top roller who's so much faster than you, but if you can stop the match, you are a lot stronger? Be a top roller is much faster than you, but if you stop the match, you're a lot stronger. Straps slows people down, and making people deal with a riser slows people down. So check this out. Check this out. I'm gonna drop a bomb right now for you guys that are actually arm wrestlers. If you guys are getting flashed by a top roller, especially a high knuckle top roller or a low hand top roller, either or this works. Go to the straps. Straps are fine, right? It's the easiest thing in the world to get the straps against a top roller. They're top rolling, you also top roll and pull back and you slip. It's very easy. So assuming you guys are in the straps, straps slows people down because you have more bite on your arms, so you can apply more pressure to make them slow down. That means they have to hit another gear to power through that. That's one thing. Second thing, knuckles up. Right. When you rise against somebody, if they're low hand top rolling and you're rising, you have the natural advantage because you're going to be on top of their hand out here, and so you'll compromise their wrist. So they'll have to go up to fight your riser. When you load up with rising, with knuckles up, that's what you threaten in the load. Before they say go, you're going knuckles up really hard. People have to slow down for a second to deal with your riser. The moment they slow down to deal with your riser, that's when you snap them where you want them to go. Snap them into a hook, continue to outrise them, do whatever you're going to do, but they'll slow down for a second because nobody's rising muscle is very strong and super concrete. They will always slow down to deal with the riser, and the moment they slow down, you have them. So lead with rising when you want to slow somebody down. No fun fact. Hey, Derek, what supplements do arm wrestlers use, and is creatine one of them? Some arm wrestlers use creatine. I currently do not. Well, I eat a lot of red meat, which has creatine in it, but I don't take creatine. We were talking about Alazan's height. He is 5'11", 180. Okay. Oh, Discord DM. Gotcha. Kevin Salinas, is Brian the strongest non-arm wrestler you have faced? We didn't actually try really hard, so I can't answer that. I can't say I faced him. We didn't actually gas up really hard. Do you think Brian can have same style as Jerry? Possible. It's a very limiting style. But with Brian's size, if he got really proficient in that, it could be a nightmare. But I just don't think that's the style Brian wants, to compromise his wrist and lose all that. And be like, I can't foresee Brian giving up and making like arm wrestling a style where his wrist is compromised. I don't know, it just seems weird. Wouldn't that seem weird to you guys? Who's a good first match for Brian? Probably somebody that's just getting in the sport as a strongman, similar to him in a similar spot. Depending on when he wants to have the match, though. Crazy Bros, please spar for real against Brian. Jens Wickstrom says, Derek, push Brian versus Magnus Samuelsson. Literally, my two childhood heroes clashing in arm wrestling would be cool. Is Magnus really arm wrestling again right now? How old is that guy? Mustafa says, so does the creatine increase the strength or only size? I mean, it can help with both. Brian needs a hard spar, please, Derek. Yes, I'll be there, and there'll be other super heavyweights there. How's your experience with substances like collagen, MSM, creatine, or do you have other favorite supplements? Daily, I take a BCAA, a pre-workout, and then I take a multivitamin geared towards joint recovery. So Animal Flex, it's called. I take a scoop of that. So that's just full of collagen and stuff. I can go get it and read it to you guys, but I take that daily when I go to the gym. All of them in one water bottle, shake it up, drink it on the way to the gym. Used to take creatine and it would just cramp me. Jeffrey told, hi, Derek, would you take Brian to a local park or local area and have him just blind people up so he can get the feel of how other people pull? No. Hell no. I'm just asking for people to get injured and break their arm against Brian Shaw. Brian wouldn't know how to keep other people safe. So him arm wrestling random people is a horrible idea. That nobody's keeping anybody safe in that scenario. No. No, we'd have Brian understanding pressures and pulling against arm wrestlers. No, that's scary. Just shivers my spine thinking about that. Yeah, Brian, just start arm wrestling random dudes walking down the street. And they're trying as hard as they can. Brian's just like, oh, God. No. Crazy Bros BR says, what other super heavyweights will be there with you to see Brian? Wes Bjornsson will be going, and Siri Big Siri. What's Siri's last name? Oh my God, brain fart. Someone in the chat knows. Big Siri. Siri. I know someone knows. Someone in the chat knows. What's Siri's last name? He's usually in here hanging out. Siri's often in here with us. Dude, I might have to search it. Does no one know? It is Brown. Siri Brown. Thank you, Aaron. Aaron Castillo about it. So Siri Brown and Wes Bjornson will be heading out there. Yeah. So BCAs are a waste of money. I mean, I get them for free. So there goes that argument. Jen says Magnus is 54, but got a lot of experience in arm wrestling, so might be good for more before Brian gets too good. Ben Carignan says, I saw one of your YouTube shorts where you did a concentration curl with 100 plus pounds. Very impressive, amigo. Which exercise do you think would benefit Brian most? Maybe standing pronation curls using a strap. There's going to be a lot. There's a lot of stuff. So I think a big thing in terms of getting Brian to understand to utilize all these muscles in coordination together. I might have this dude doing neutral grip pull-ups with me. Really, I'm understanding to utilize your lat, your brachialis, wrist flexion, high knuckles, and all these things all in coordination together. In terms of at the gym, I think something that would benefit him a lot is big coordinated movements. Yes, we need to grow in very specific spots, but he also needs to get used to using all these muscles together. So table work with table and a pulley, although that's not what I focus on a lot, for Brian, that might be a good thing, right? Things that are compound movements that are relative towards arm wrestling, I think is a good idea. Because that's what he needs to get used to doing. He probably has a lot. He has a ton of the strength. Putting those muscles together in synergy and then working together is going to be very important. So I might have him do like pull-ups or even my my Smith curls that you guys see me doing, where I'm bent over and I'm curling up to my temple. It's a very hook oriented move. Maybe things like that to really embrace him getting these movements dialed in and these pressures dialed in. Better start using undefined nutrition in case Brian's watching. I'm pretty dedicated to NatFit, you guys. Jamie's my boy. Jamie is my boy. If you train a lot, take creatine daily. If not, kind of useless. There we go. Derek, would you have a suit match versus Marius Gate? Yeah, 100%. 100%. Me and Marius. Okay, thank you. Figured since Devin does it, why not ask? Okay. A good start for Brian would be a local state tournament. Yeah, after you understand what he's doing. Who would be Brian's first match? Kyle Larry Wheels? Nah. Jeffrey Toll says, Derek would be a good coach for Brian because you know more of the science behind arm wrestling, and Brian is also a big science guy. He knows how to break down each muscle. You know what I mean? Yeah. If Bridget was in here, she would tell you guys, like, she was always tripping out because me and Brian, we think so alike. I don't know if it's because I watched Brian videos for like 4 years, and so I had like taken part of his personality or his approach in my brain subconsciously. But when we hung out, like, we speak the same language. Me and Brian speak the same language in terms of approaches to training, ironing out every detail, this and that, and this, and all the parts coming together. And every time I'm saying something, he goes, dude, yes. And when he says something, I'm like, yeah, that makes total sense. Like, that's how we're always clicking like that. Brian, next match should be someone like Mag Samson. He is older and smaller, but went to WAF Euros before winning World Strongest Man, so he's legit. It would be a little while. I would tell Brian to take a little while before he pulls Magnus. Magnus has a big background in arm wrestling. Okay, guys, what is it? 5:50. Oh my gosh, we almost made it to 6. I'm just chopping it up. You guys, if you have not clicked the thumbs up button, please give me a like on the video. You guys, give it a little boosty boost. Yeah, I want to make sure I come. I was here for you guys. I made sure Brian bought my ticket for me to be back in time on Wednesday, so I can be back here for you guys. So I plan to be live next Wednesday when I land. I'll come straight home and go live, and then we'll talk about it. We'll talk about everything. Maybe I can even get Brian to join up again if he wants to. I wonder if he will. Maybe I'll harp on him and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna be on my live stream. Maybe I'll get him in there." If Brian can commit to coming on the next week's live stream, I'll put it out there. I'll make posts on Reddit and stuff like that, and really try to blow the stream up so everybody can come in here, and I'll let you guys know. But that would be pretty cool. Get Brian in here. Anyway, I'm gonna start wrapping this up. Moderators, please plug anybody that has a YouTube channel in here. Post that. If not, please post the AW Switch, you guys. Buy yourself hats, shirts, stickers, things like that. Discount code AW Derek. Save yourself a little bit of money. Also, if you guys want to go check out my link tree, it has links to all my sponsors and all my discount codes and things like that. If you guys aren't subscribed to this channel, subscribe. It's weird. Just hanging out with me, but not subscribe. Yeah, and I'll be back. Can you beat Mindaugas? That's the match I want. I want that. Beat Matt Mass right-handed. I'm down to run that back. Mother effer. Let's see. Solid stream, brother. Brian is going to learn a lot from you. Thanks, Ben. And I beat Minda too. Wait, why are people talking about Mindaugas? Talking about Mindaugas Dulcicus, right? Anyway, all right. Love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Go out there, be safe, love arm wrestling. 2 heads are better than one. You got be good people. Do unto others as you like done unto yourself. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.